Hello and welcome back to Prison Architect. The last time we left off, we'd just purchased a bunch of new land and then we kind of crashed but didn't. I don't really know what happened, but we have some new people arriving in just under an hour. So before I go ahead and show you what I've been doing, it's very boring and I might change it, but hey, we'll figure it out. I guess we should probably meet our new friends. I mean, it would be a little bit rude if we didn't. So let's wait. It shouldn't be too long. It's not even seconds, is it? It's like half seconds. It's like 10 seconds. Here we go. New friends. Let's pause that. Let's have a little look. So what have we got going on here? Visitors. Right. Let's play it a little bit then. I didn't know you could even... How have I played this game that long and never even knew you can move stuff? So it's probably only right if we find out their names. Benjamin Crease. Cool. Who's this guy? Andy Savage, Nacho Man. Oh, that's great. Born exactly 3 years after his older brother and constantly living in the shadows, Nacho Man owned a series of Nacho stands in which he used to embezzle millions. Good for you, Nacho Man. Simon Wolven. Cool dude. Scott Pritchard. Lots of glasses. Mickey Fenn. Weed farmer. Simple. Mark Bobcat Shuttleworth. Right, he was an infamous serial killer who targeted contact center workers as victims. His weapon of choice was strangulation with a headset cord whilst playing insane recorded messages as his victim perished. Wow. Somebody doesn't like phones. Gareth Ward. They can be kind of annoying in all fairness. I mean, it's not okay to go and murder them with their own phone lines and stuff, but yeah, we'll let those guys inside, I guess. So what are we doing over here then? Let's talk about this, because there are a few options still, and there's a lot of space still, and I don't know exactly whether I want to keep it. There's another prison I built, and it's all off camera. It's just a bit of fun. We did play a little bit on the stream, but that was about it. It was just kind of a thing I was doing because I could more than anything. It was just for the sake of it. Whilst I was sort of learning on that one, so I could play on this one. Anyway, I made it. It ended up being quite a cool shape, and I really liked it because of that, and I found it worked quite well. I didn't actually plan the whole prison before I actually built it, though, if that makes any sense. So I knew exactly where I wanted my classrooms, my everything. We didn't quite do that with this one, which we should have. This is very square, and it's just going to be square, and it's not going to be cool shapes, and I don't know if I'm okay with that. I mean, I would like a really cool shaped one, but I think we might save that till next time. I need to turn off my prison actually before I forget. There we go. But yeah, I would really like to... 68%, sorry, I just completely forgot about that. I'm getting sidetracked all the time. Make a really cool shaped one, but I think I might do that next time. I might just keep it basic and square and make everything work, and then next time we'll worry about it. Other issue, we've got this big gap around the edge of it, this stuff, and I didn't really think about it until I'd sort of planned all this bit out, and now I've realised it's there, and it should be fine for like yard space, because we don't really have a lot of that anywhere else, especially with this many prisoners once we've filled this, but we'll figure it out. So, up top, we've got our special area, which is this top section here. This is home for, I think, 16 prisoners, and this has got they've got the cool cells because they deserve them. This here's going to be a giant canteen. That's what I'm going to go with, but it's also going to be the canteen for these guys down here as well, so that will be open. Down here, I'm going to have cells like this, but they're going to be in rows like this. I don't really know how best to explain this. I don't think it really makes any sense, so they'll be like this, basically, and then they'll have the doors on. Does that make sense? This whole section here, all of this stuff is going to be filled with them. In this area here, I'm going to make a giant shower, and this section down here is going to be solitary. I have just noticed that there's 2 there and 3 there, so I will get to that straight away. In fact, I'll do that by just adding a 3rd on. There we go. I don't really mind if it's just one wide to walk down. If it's solitary, it doesn't need to be a nice place. It's not supposed to be. There we go, that's fixed. So that's going to be solitary. We've still got all of this room. I should probably make a bit more visitation over this side, because once we have a lot more prisoners, then we are going to want to have a lot more visitation. Laundry, again, I'm going to need an area for that. Security, I wouldn't mind getting a bit more security over here. I think we might need some, and workshop stuff as well. But the thing with this is I feel like we're going to migrate everything over. So we're going to move all this stuff over here. So we're going to build a bigger canteen, and we're going to stop using this one. Therefore, we'll scrap it. But then that's just going to leave us with a big blank space. That's kind of okay, because we could then structure this space properly and make it look really cool and everything like that. But at the same time, I don't want to. This is kind of, I don't know how to explain it. Like this is our prison here. And I feel like if we, why is that like... Good job, game. Let's fill that in. Glad I noticed that. I don't want to get rid of it, because I mean this bit here is our prison, and I feel like if we get rid of it, we're just cutting out part of our prison. This is what we've been working on, so it feels a bit wrong. I mean, that is kind of how it works, and we've got something better now, so we move on. But yeah, I've got all of this space down here, so if you do have any suggestions for what I could do with this space, do go ahead and drop them in the comments, because it would be really useful. But yeah, that's kind of, this is where we're going to go with this. This here is all going to be cells. So I think the first thing we are going to build is all of these cells. I'm tempted to build the cool area, and they're going to have their own little showers as well down here. It's going to be a special area just for. We're going to have. I think what I want to do is have 16 low security prisoners that living here, and then the rest is going to be medium and probably some high down here maybe once we get there. So that's kind of my plan for it, and I think that will work out quite. I think that'd be cool. I mean, it's not exactly practical and not going to make us the most money. It's not really coolest, but I think it's truer to real life because they usually have little nicer areas. This isn't going to be showers. I do realize I just said that showers are going in there. That's the whole point of having the shells, the cells, the shape. So I'm not really sure what I'd do with that. Yeah, maybe that would be a laundry for others or a common room for common room for these guys. That's what we're going to do. So we also need a common room down here. See, I've got loads to plan. I'm talking so fast, I don't know why I'm doing that. But yeah, I think the way we're going to go with this is like that. So whatever we end up building is going to be like, so we've got to walk around, and then that's going to give me space down here for whatever. I mean, it's a lot of security, so it won't all be security, but things like we can cut it up into security, little bits like that. There's some admin stuff I imagine is going to be there. Can we make this into cells? Let's find out. I'm actually zoomed out so far because it's so big. So that's 5, 5, 5, 5 and a bit more. Right, so we might be able to turn that into cells, but I think we're gonna have to leave one gap in between it all. Yeah, we would, and I think that's still gonna be off and look pretty stupid. Yeah, it is, because we're gonna have to then this here goes. So yeah, that's not gonna be okay. We could possibly put them in the other way around, so 5 like that, and then they are, what are these? They're 5 by 4. One is 5 by 4, so let's just do that. So it's 5 by 4. There we go. So wait, I'm confusing myself now. So be like that. Yeah. So let's see how many of these we can fit in. Perfect. So there we go then. So we'll probably cut a thing down here and maybe make it like that. I think that makes sense. I'm not really sure. Probably makes sense. That's probably the kind of thing we'll do. I want to condense as many prisoners into these kind of sections as I can. So the first thing we are going to do then is we might as well get started with this, because why not? All concrete this time. I will go over these walls one day finally, but for now, before I make the mistake, how much is this? Wow, that is pricey. 37k for this area. It's almost not worth it, but the bigger canteen would be very handy if we actually do fill out these cells. I'm not really sure. In fact, before I do it though, I do want to plan out an area for more power, because that's not going to be enough. 100%, that's only just enough for this. Definitely not going to be enough for all of this as well. So yeah, we are going to have to think about that. I could put it in this area here. In fact, I will probably put it in that area there, because I mean, we've got trees there. We don't actually want trees there. So let's go to utilities, power station, and let's get it. This area is blocked, I'm imagining. So let's cut this bit open then. Demolish walls. I'm scared they we've got the fence around this bit. They can't really go anywhere, can they? In fact, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. So once that's cut, we should be able to put this in here. It's not letting me do it yet, but we're going to have one of those in there for this side. We're going to have one up there. We're probably going to have a couple actually down this area. We'll kind of figure that out as we go. How are we doing on that grant anyway? 95%, right. And the anchor's actually apparently going down, so I'm not really sure about that. I thought they'd get angry, but they don't seem to care that much. Have you done this yet? Here they come. Oh, we're not on full speed. Let's go on full speed. I thought we were. Let's have a little look at our needs and regimes and stuff. Whilst you're in here, programs, people interested in doing stuff. 5 interested. Go. Do it. Now. I really want more people. I don't actually think we've got enough room. So, in fact, what we're going to do is we are going to actually start expanding this now. I've just realized how much I'm taking on, and I should probably slow down. Still can't place there. Makes no sense. I'm going to save this for a little bit later because I want to do this, but I am going to call the episode there. So I do hope that you did enjoy this episode. Of course, if you did, go ahead and let me know. Leave me any feedback you do have, good or bad. It always helps. And yeah, I'll see you next time.